So it is Tuesday now. I need to check up what I actually did yesterday, video-wise, because I can't actually remember. I did clean the inside of that trailer because it got a bit mucky, and unfortunately it does seem like there had been a leak, and the way that the stuff had kind of collected at the back here meant there was a puddle at the front, but still doesn't look amazing, but it's definitely better than it was. And it's dried relatively well inside, so I had it inside all last night, obviously up on an angle, so no, there was not really anything to drain out, but anything good, because obviously I didn't want to drain into a pile of grain. But yeah, so I'm having a bit of a clean up of the tractor. Just got the tacks done, so I've got the tax discs to put up in that. Should really have a bit of a clean up of this, but whether that happens, I do not know. Thursday, I will be milling again. I had to think of the name there. So back on with the milling, getting the next load sorted in that trailer. It's a bit chilly today. I believe some places have already got snow today. We don't have any. There's definitely none in the forecast for us. So hang on. There we go, that's a bit better. Yeah, no real snow for us. I think we did get a couple of flakes last night after I got back in from hockey, but nothing really too major. So yeah, I'm going to crack on, get a bit of cleaning done, and hopefully the tractor will look a lot better afterwards. I'm not going to wash out the mat or anything like that. I'm just going to see where it goes. And hopefully I have decent sound, because I have new earbuds, and these... looks like I'm flying now, doesn't it? These are supposed to be able to do audio for this, so hopefully it is a lot better on the audio, but that we shall find out. Right, better get on with this. Okay, so yeah, that was being a bit silly, messing around a bit, aren't I? But you saw the colour of that cloth. This was pink. This is what the dust from all the milling does. So I just missed where I threw that. The inside is relatively clean there. Like I say, I'm not too full. I'm not going to wash the mats out or anything. I'm probably going to clean the glass down, and I don't think I'm going to wash the outside, because the next thing I'm going to be doing is milling, which will make it dusty. And if it's wet, the dust sticks to it. So I'm going to just get that finished off and then see where we're at after that. I just ordered a load of fencing for a job, so I need to kind of like follow that up, and I need to get a price for a digger for something. So see you in a bit. So from being in the lakes last week, I'm now looking at lakes on the Isle of Man. With all the snow, look at all the snow on the hills there. Absolutely spectacular. So that all came down last night, and about the middle there is where I was looking at last week's video. But we have stuff. I can't see the hill. Didn't think about that. There's a house in the way. Yeah, we do have snow here, but not much. But interestingly, it does actually look like Scotland, which is there. It doesn't have snow. So, yeah, snow. It is a very cold day today. So I've got a runny nose and everything. I've got like t-shirt, jumper, buffalo, and a jacket on, it's not turned on. I've not got the heating on. There's too many layers between it. I'm still wearing shorts, like. But yeah, that view of the Lake District over there is pretty spectacular. So the most fun is when you're in the midst of milling and you go to get the tractor to move the tractor, and unfortunately something is broken on it. So it's probably been a long time coming, because I have heard that these pins go quite often, and in all the time that I've been down here, it's never gone. So this was one of the pins which operated the rear linkage. This is what lifts the tow hitch. Now, if I didn't need the tow hitch, I'd probably be all right, but I do, and I've got to lift a trailer, when it's half full.
and I've got to fill the headboard end of the trailer first so that I can get into level, at which point that's the really heavy end. So I'm now on a mission to find a new one of these pins. I think it is a Cat 1 pin. I've looked at a Cat 2 pin, which I've got in the tractors up there, and it's too big, is the Cat 2. So this is a bit smaller. Now my tractor, my 35, runs on Cat 1. So I might actually have the pin. If not, I'm going to have to go on a mad dash to try and find somewhere, because I really need to get this feed done today. So yeah, and it is cold, it's chilly. I really wish that I wasn't wearing shorts, but I'm just too stupid to change them, because I've only got one more day of the week to go, and then they get washed. So yeah, like I say, really should be wearing trousers. Right, let's have a look at this. So, oh, look at that Cat 1 pin. It's not ideal. I'm going to rob one of my pins. Just check that they're the right length, more or less. Yeah, look at that, that'll do. Right, I don't know if you actually saw that now. Did you see it? Did I go far enough? Same length, same length. Sorted, right. Then I'll pick up the pin for my tractor. So, that's like the quickest repair ever. So, gonna get this back on there. I'll see if I can show you it with the camera when I'm doing it. Don't know how I'm gonna do that. I've not got like the magnet mount and stuff with me, so because bits are still in all over the place. But yeah, so it is Thursday today, and I am milling. I'm not videoing in there because it is ridiculously dusty, because the wind's blowing in kind of on a northwesterly at the moment, so it is just coming straight into the shed. I'm spending most of the time packed out of the way in the pickup, so that I can not in the pickup, sorry, in the telehandler with the heating on. Right, me and my pin are going to go try and fix the tractor. So I'll show you what I'm fixing when I get there. There we are. Looks a bit droopy. Basically, this pin goes through there and some other bits and pieces like you can see here. So, linkage arm to the lifter. So that's where, when you're lifting any implements or anything, that's where the main load goes. But these bars with the little slider in go down to the pickup hitch, and the idea is you can then pick up a trailer off the floor. They don't have an awful lot of strength because you don't really want to be lifting that much weight with them. They're not designed for it. The linkage arms are. They're designed for lifting like 3 ton or something like that. Obviously with the top link as well, 3-point linkage. We know that one. So I've got to get that and that all back into here, and then the bolt down through the end. Like I say, I can't actually video because I need too many hands. So sorry, you're not going to see it. I don't. There's nowhere I could put the phone. Sorry. And there we go. Bush fix done. Linkage arm back up. Lifty bits going up and down as they should. And it took 15 minutes. That's what I like. Right, let's get this trailer in filled. And Thursday is done. Voila. Well-ish. Still got, obviously it's not done because it's 3:30. But my Thursday is done down here. Telehandler tucked into the corner. Tractor still on that. Mixers off. Tractor tucked into the corner. Trailer tucked into the corner. And a big open space because we're getting the next load of loop-ins down here whenever. So it might be tomorrow, it might be next week, it might be the week after that, but it doesn't matter. I just need to make sure we keep an open space so they can get in as easy as possible, because it is a little bit tight with this up here for him to get in. I have moved them bales around slightly as well, so they were probably, that one was probably about there, in a line that way. God, that's so hard to do. Obviously that trailer's full. There's 12.6 tons in there, ready to go. A very nice premium food. And obviously we have a new Ayers rock. The boat came in yesterday, I think it was, which was meant to come in last week. And this is the new road surface. So that was a bit of a tight squeeze getting the tractor in there onto the front of the mill. The mill has a terrible habit of throwing lupins out of the side of it, to the point of we ended up with like half a bucket full that swept up. I don't think I can do anything about it really. I might put the guards back on the side, but the trouble is if you put the guards on, the material gathers there and it overheats the drum, which we don't want. So it's kind of a bit of one of them like lesser of two evils, having to sweep up lupins off the floor, which took me like 15-20 minutes, or take the sides off and clean all that out when it's decided it's going to get too warm and all sorts. But what it has meant is that the open bag of feed of Tamsins has kind of got a couple of extra lupins in it, so I'm sure that won't be an issue. I do need to sweep in here, but I don't have time today, so I think that will be tomorrow, and I'll get the small brush onto the pallet forks and sweep it with the handler. So tomorrow afternoon I'll do that, and then that'll be a bit cleaner. I don't think we forecast any rain or anything, so I'm not really too fussed. I am going to try and work into this end of the pile just to clear it back, because if it does rain, that corner gets wet in like the back there. Not as bad as this corner does, but I'm going to just try and kind of like clear that. So I was taking a couple of scoops out of there until I packed a trailer in the way, so then I was back down to that end of the pile. But got garden to do tomorrow, so that's the last time I think I'll be visiting that garden. I still have pumpkins to move off the field and start them composting, so I might see if I can get to that tomorrow afternoon, and potentially might be trying to start going to a gym with my eldest, because he wants to go to the gym, which is fair enough, but it's like 25 years since I've been to a gym, really, so this could be pretty embarrassing, because I ain't got a clue what you do. I don't know what you do in gyms anymore. All the machines are not the same as they were when I was there, and most of the exercises that I ever got taught, you're now told not to do because you're going to wreck yourself, which probably explains why my back is like it is. So I'm going to head off home and get some roast potatoes, a chicken and some Yorkshire puddings made, because we're going to have roasted tea. I'm looking forward to that, and I've just picked up some lard for doing the roast potatoes, so I'm going to give that a go. I really want some duck fat, but I couldn't get that, so lard should be good. Right, see you tomorrow. Friday, and it is chilly. We've got a really good frost, and there's a rainbow up there, so that could possibly mean that there is snow on the way. I don't think I've ever seen a rainbow in snow, but it's going to be... Oh, wow, look at that. That's got pretty bright there, hasn't it? So, yeah. Really strangely, I've just put the lawnmower on, which is like, why am I putting the lawnmower on when there's frost on the ground? But I don't know what the weather's going to be like at Glenmay, where I'm heading. So there could be frost, there might not be. So I need to be able to cut the grass, because this is my last visit there, I think. So this is my last gardening trip. But a bit of snow would be nice, wouldn't it?